Hey Calvary, over the last few years, our staff and elders have been praying and dreaming about the future of our church. And this has led us to ask two very important questions. First, how do we make it possible for our entire church family to reach and disciple young families? After all, we want to be a multi-generational church dedicated to helping young families live and love like Jesus. And we can all play a part in this work, and we want everyone to be equipped to reach the next generation for Christ. And the second question, how can we better reach and serve the community? We're committed to championing our community through our mission strategy and addressing its current and relevant needs. In order to work towards these goals, we've got some work to do. So to tell you all about it, I've asked some of our staff to help. Rusty, tell us what we're planning over at Bellevue South.
Our work begins here, inside our Gymnatorium. That's a gymnasium and an auditorium, right? This space has served us really well over the last 13 years, but it's time to take it to the next level. We'll transform this to create a space dedicated to large gatherings. By adding additional permanent seating areas, we'll increase our capacity from 600 to 800 seats. Now that might not seem like a lot, but that's a significant increase without having added onto our room. Pam and Hannah, tell us what's happening with kids ministry here at Bellevue South.
We're taking a look at all of our kids' classrooms here at Calvary to see how we can best create spaces for our kids and the families.
That's right. We're refreshing the classrooms we have and then adding a few more. That way we'll have more room for more kids. We're also going to make sure that the areas around the classrooms are safe and secure while the kids are here with us.
We are so excited about these improvements, not only for our own kids, but also so our kids get excited about inviting their friends. Lisa, what do we have planned for the lobby?
If we're going to host more adults and kids, we need more space for people to gather while they're here with us. And to do that, we're going to add a new lobby in front of our building. This new space will serve as a hub for people to gather and connect before and after services. The new lobby will also have an indoor play space for kids, and we foresee lots of opportunities for people to gather, connect, and play throughout the week. Rusty, what other things are happening here at Bellevue?
With the increased capacity to our worship center, to our kids' spaces, and to our lobby, we're combining our two Bellevue campuses to eliminate confusion for our first-time guests. With the work we're planning, our south building will be easy to see and drawn to when our guests first arrive on our campus. Speaking of campus, Drew, what do we have planned at our Shadow Lake campus?
Our work starts here in the lobby. We're going to renovate and refresh this area, opening up additional spaces for things like coffee, seating, and guests. We want to maximize the space that we have, finding ways to make it feel larger and more efficient. Nick, what do we have planned for the kids' areas?
We are refreshing the inside and outside of our kids' classrooms so that everyone can see the fun and inviting spaces that we have created. We are doing this with the help of age-appropriate technology and furniture so that our classrooms are spacious and useful. Zane, what about the worship center?
Here in the worship center, we'll update the appearance and environment with fresh paint, updated technology, seating layout, entrances, and exits. This place has served us so well over the years, and we're incredibly excited about its potential as we continue to grow as a campus. Drew, is there anything else that we have planned here?
You bet. Outside, we'll finish the parking lot, adding more spaces and lighting. We'll also be adding to our outdoor playground, creating spaces for older kids, as well as some additional seating for parents. These improvements will help us to open the doors to many more people in the community to call Calvary Shadow Lake their church home. Speaking of community, James, what are we planning to do to make an even bigger impact around us?
We've got a lot planned. First off, we're continuing to reach and serve our community through the Impact Fund. Each year, as these needs are identified, we come alongside groups and organizations who are already doing work here in our community in order to catalyze their efforts. This year is no different. In fact, we've designated 10% of our campaign goal, $350,000, to fund the initiatives God has placed before us. We're also increasing the number of counseling offices available here at our Bellevue location. Ideally, we would have room for 10 or more counselors, as well as dedicated group counseling spaces. This expansion will help to meet the mental health needs here in our area and will be the largest Christian counseling center in Sarpy County. Speaking of Sarpy County, one of the ways we serve our community is through the Sarpy Care Center. Through this campaign, we want to increase the amount of dedicated space to the Care Center, as well as its visibility to the community. More space means more food and diapers, and we want our community to see the Care Center as they drive by. Matthias and Matt, what else do we have planned for the Bellevue North building in order to serve our community?
Here at Calvary, we love sports. So we are going to transform the Bellevue North Worship Center into a multi-purpose space, complete with a new court that we can host open gym for basketball and other indoor sports such as pickleball.
This space will also be equipped for larger training and community events. We can't wait to see how this space will remain open throughout the week for our church to use, especially by our kids and students. Tim, how else will we use the North Building to reach our ones?
Here in the venue, we'll continue to host smaller weddings and events. We'll also host a Sunday morning view-only service here, creating a smaller environment for attending a service here on the Bellevue campus. These services will have a live stream of the full service, complete with coffee and community. On the other end of the building, we'll add offices for our Calvary staff team. This new space will have a mixture of individual offices, co-working spaces, as well as conference and meeting rooms. Ryan, back to you.
Well, there you have it. Our plan for the next 3 years as we continue to reach and disciple those here in our community. In order to accomplish this, we're launching the For Everyone campaign. And our goal for this campaign is to raise $3.5 million. We believe that everyone has something to contribute, and together we can make this vision a reality. This work isn't just for us. It's for every family, every friend, every neighbor, every generation, and relationally, it's for everyone. Calvary, thank you for all the ways you're continuing to live and love like Jesus on a daily basis. Because of you, His love is becoming known throughout our community, and lives are being changed for eternity. We have an exciting season ahead of us as we partner with God to change one life at a time.